All right, guys. So welcome. I'm so happy you guys are all here. Yay. All of you awesome, fresh, smiling faces. I love, love, love doing this Zoom call because I know you guys are all new and I like to see all of our new faces. So very, very happy to have you guys all here. Welcome to the team. I know you guys are probably all a little frightened right now about how things are going to work out and all that stuff, but just know that we all have your backs here, and we'll do anything and everything to help you guys succeed. So welcome to the team. My name is Sherry Leisure. My husband Derek is in the other room. I don't know why he's not in here right now, but he's not. We started Wine Warriors, so we are the founding people of that team, I guess you should say. Personally, I am a master seller in the company, so is Derek. I accomplished that in about 6 weeks, so I wasn't any Speedy Gonzales or anything, but but I did do it in 6 weeks. And Wine Warriors, like, you guys landed in a great spot because we are the fastest growing team in the company right now, which is really exciting. And we just hit 1,800 people yesterday, I think, and Derek and I started the team about for almost 5 months ago. So in about 5 months, we went from just us to about over 1,800 people now. So it's very, very exciting. We're growing like crazy, and we're duplicating really fast because we have systems in place in the team. So all you have to do is plug into those systems. And you guys are going to be just fine. And I'm going to show you on this call some of those things I'm talking about. But, success in this type of business it means teaching others to just do a few simple things. So that's what we do here. We teach you how to do a few simple things, and then you're going to teach your people, when you bring them in, the same steps. The first thing I have to tell you guys is, if you don't already have the book Go Pro by Eric Worre, please write that down and please buy it, because that is going to be your Bible in this business. If he is the king of network marketing, and if you're not using that book, yes, Ashley, it's awesome. I also highly recommend, you don't have to get this book, but I also highly recommend, it's a fairly new book called Get Over Your Damn Self. It's, I forget the author's name. Can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, Romy Neustadt or something. That book is amazing too, especially for new marketers, because she lays it out on the line. Like, this is what you have to do. She outlines some stuff in, or her book that's, based on Eric Worre too, but it's a great, great book. And I know I think she's actually a Rodan & Fields rep, if I'm not mistaken. And we do have some of those on our team too. So that's fun. She's great. I actually have a whole list of books in the files in the team if you guys want to check that out. But number 2, RisingStarTraining.com. Write that down. That is our training site. And that actually Austin, Derek's sponsor, made that site. And Austin used to work with Eric Worre on projects. So he knows Eric Worre personally. He's that, basically RisingStarTraining.com is Eric Worre, basically. So that is a great resource for you guys to be going into. Like, he's got step-by-step instructions on how to get started in a business like this. There's scripts back there. There's just all kinds of stuff. So, and then number 3 that I highly recommend right away, get the app called Evernote, if you don't have that already. Basically, like this, we are really well paid copy and pasters as network marketers. We use scripts, and you're going to want to keep those scripts handy, and you're going to want to keep them, organized somehow. So I have everything in Evernote, and it is a lifesaver. You don't have, like, if you get an objection, you can go into your Evernotes, and be like, okay, objection scripts. Which one of these fits? Copy, paste, and that's it. It's great. So I highly recommend getting Evernote. I'm gonna head to our back office because some of you are so new, you probably haven't even set that up yet. So I'm gonna screen share really quick. Okay. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah, okay. All right, so to set up your websites, if you want, like right now, when you guys first sign up, it's just a number at the end of your website. If you want something fun at the end or your name, you come into your office and go to settings. And then club member settings. And you just change the URL right here. So whatever you want your website to be, you just type in whatever you want, and you can change this as many times as you want to. It doesn't just, it won't let you just change it just once. You can change it. If you get a website later down the road and you want it to match that, you can change it anytime you want. In here, you actually set your placement as well. Those of you that are struggling like with the binary and where to put your people, this is kind of over your head right now because you're so new, but just know that when someone tells you to change your placement, come into the same place. Settings, club member settings, and it's right here. We have a whole folder full of resources for you guys. If you ever have any, want to read the compensation plan or business cards or anything, like if you need to change placement or you accidentally put someone on a wrong leg and you want to change them to the other side, this is where you'd find the form to do that, all that kind of stuff. And then just tons of resources in here for you. We even have a planner you guys can order for yourself. I don't use planners because I would love to, but I buy them and then I don't use it at all. It just sits there. So
can I ask a question?
Absolutely, girl.
When you make the request to change the placement, is there a certain amount of time you have to do that?
You want to change it before you sign somebody up.
Right, but if you sign them up accidentally under?
If someone accidentally ends up on the wrong leg, you have 3 days.
3 days, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. 3 days to change that. All right, so I'm gonna stop the share for a minute. All right, I'm gonna head into I'm gonna share again because I wanna head into our team and show you guys where to find everything back there. So this is the Wine Warriors group, team page or group page or whatever. The first thing that's important to know is we have an opportunity in a team call calendar. It's pinned to the top of the page. So if you don't see this, like when you log in with your phone or whatever, it's pinned right to the top of your phone. It'll say pinned post. All you have to do is click that and you'll have access to all of the numbers and the calendar that we use. So I'll just head into here really quick. See, this is all, it lists day by day what time the opportunity calls are at, because Derek does 3 to 4 live opportunity calls per day for this team. So if you have somebody that wants to listen to the information and you want them to do it, in a live format, get them on that opportunity call. And we also have the team calls listed in here and everything. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our Wine Warriors team Zoom call. So you guys can put that on the schedule. And then this files section is loaded with resources. So the files button is right underneath the cover photo. You just click that, and we literally have everything you could possibly need to build your business back here. This is where I put all of the recorded team Zooms. If you can't make a Zoom call on Wednesday night, that's fine. Come into this file right here and you'll be able to watch the recording, because that's where I put them all. We have someone putting a list together of people in states. We have wine pairing stuff. We have a form on how to do wine tasting parties, or a whole document on that. We have a wine list building, because we have a big question that we get a lot is, well, what kind of wines do you have, or what kind of wines have you been getting? Well, we're keeping track of that. So anytime you get a new wine, we post it in this list, and then we throw a picture up there too. So if you have people that may be a little skeptical about the wine that we're receiving or whatever, you can come in here and you can even show them pictures of what we've been getting. As far as a list of the wineries, we get that question often as well. We do not have a list of wineries that we have contracts with. We keep asking for it, but we don't have that yet. So hopefully this will satisfy some of those people. Just all kinds of stuff. This, let me make sure I am, okay. The opportunity call video. This is a video that's actually, it's Derek's phone call that he does the live, the live opportunity calls, but Jason Plotkin was gracious enough to put slides to Derek's call, and it's matched up perfectly. So it kind of looks like a webinar, and this is a amazing tool to share with people, because it's going to help, it's going to introduce them to the opportunity. It's called a third-party tool, if you don't know that term yet. But you want your people to get the information from a third-party tool. We don't want you spewing, we call it word vomit, all over people. And because when you type out a paragraph this long, you're puking on them, you're word vomiting. It's going to scare them away. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is just, pique their interest and get them in front of that third-party tool or Derek's call. And then if they have questions after that, we can get on what's called a closing call and go over their questions with them. This is Derek.
What's up, everybody?
They can't see
I know
you.
they can see my hand.
Oh my gosh.
Rich is in.
Huh?
Rich is in.
Oh, okay. I also want to show you guys where the welcome letter is, because anytime you guys should have been tagged in this welcome letter. If you were not, you should have been. It is, and you can't see these all these documents on a phone, by the way. You have to be at a computer to see. A phone will only show you the first 10 documents. Other than that, it's not going to show them to you. If you want, this is the Welcome Start Here document. Anybody that you sign up or bring in, please tag them in this Welcome Start Here, because it lists, everything that they need to know. And then it has step 8 is the getting started right call. I know we're kind of doing this live, via Zoom at the moment, but this call is great to send your new people to, so they can listen to something right away and plug in right away. They can still join this Zoom call, the following Saturday when we have it. That's fine, but it gives them something to listen to right away. I always tell them to listen to this, and then I send them, I tag them in the script document as well. We have scripts back here. We have bonus scripts. And this is where you'll want to come in and just copy these and put them into your Evernote and organize them that way. That's what I did. Let me see. I can't find the other script document at the moment, but it's here somewhere. I think it says easy. I'm just missing it. Here's another recorded opportunity call. Simple scripts.work. That's what it's called. So look at that file, copy and paste it into your computer, print them out, do whatever you have to do. That's definitely going to be what you're going to be using. I showed you where to find the recorded call. Okay, that's really, like, that's it. So find, your homework is come in here and find the opportunity call calendar and schedule, and you know, get your Evernote, look at the scripts, print them out, do whatever you have to do to have those in front of you. And that's what you're going to tell your new people to do, and you're going to have them get on this call as well. You know, or listen to the recording. I do record these, so anybody that is new that wasn't able to make it on can join as well. So as far as like getting started talking to people, like, you're gonna have to follow the scripts, and you want to, I'm gonna stop sharing now, we don't need that. Okay, the first thing you're gonna want to do is plan a Facebook post, because you want to tell people about what you're doing, okay? But you do not want your post to be like spammy. You don't want to include your website in your post. That's a big no-no. Don't do that. A good thing, a couple of ideas to get your wine lovers in front of you are, do a post that says red or white, like have a photo of red and white wine or something, and ask them a question, like, which do you prefer, red or white? And you'll have a list of, I don't know, tons of comments of people answering that question, and you'll be able to, that brings out your wine lovers. So you'll know that, hey, these are the first people that I need to message with this script. So make your post. I'm going to tell you guys right now, live video is the best way to come out about this business. I know it's scary. I know a lot of you guys probably haven't done a live video before, and you are going to be frightened, and your palms are going to be sweaty, and it's going to feel like you're getting in front of an audience of 10,000 people. That's what it's going to feel like the first time. But you just got to do it. And if you do a live video, you can wait for your wine if you want. I personally didn't. I was too excited. I wanted to tell everybody about it before my wine even came, and I signed up 4 people before my wine even hit my house. So it is possible. But you want, if you want to wait for your wine and do like a live unboxing, you can do that, just to show people the wines you got, show your excitement, that type of stuff. So the live video, plan your post. You're going to want to make a list of 50 people, like off the top of your head, just jot down 50 people, and use the easy invite script that is in our team and start talking to them. It's literally, hold on, I'm going to pull it up on my phone. The easy invite script. For your current Facebook friends, just do, you know, small talk. You always want to make a little small talk first. Look at their Facebook page, see what's going on, especially if you haven't talked to them in a while. You don't want to come at them with, you know, do you know anybody that likes wine, when you haven't talked to them in 2 years. Make small talk, catch up, just say, hey, how have you been? And then step 2, hey, I'm curious. Do you know anybody who likes wine? Don't ask them, do you like wine? Because that's a yes or no answer, and that's all you're going to get is yes or no. You're not going to have any elaboration, anything like that. Ask them, do you know anybody that likes wine? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, well, I like wine. So then you just, you know, then you start with step 3. If there was an opportunity for you to get wine for free, or even make a supplemental income by drinking and sharing wine, would you be interested in learning more? 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, free wine and income in the same sentence. Yeah, please send me some information. Okay. So, and that's when you either send the third-party tool of that, the opportunity call video that I showed you, or you say, great, will you, the best way for me to explain this to you is to just jump on the phone for 15 minutes. Are you open to that? And by the way, the word open is all over Eric Worre and that stuff, the word open is what you want to use for people. It's psychologically like better than the word interested. For some reason, you get a better response with the word open. So use the word open. Would you be open to jumping on the phone for 15 minutes? If they say yes, great. Set up the phone call. Look in the opportunity call schedule, figure out what time works best for them, and then you'll call them into the opportunity call. So I'm sorry, I'm getting tons of messages. Thing about running a team of 1,800 people is your phone never stops, literally. So, okay, and so use that script. Something that worked really well for me in the beginning with my hot market, and the hot market, you guys, is people that would bail you out of jail. Like if you went to jail, they would bail you out. That's your hot market. So you can make a list of 10 of those people that you think would bail you out of jail. Hopefully you have 10. And what worked really well for me is actually role playing with them and saying, hey, I just started this new business. Would you mind if I just went over with you what I say to people? And you go into like the scripts and stuff. It takes the pressure off them. They feel like, they're just role playing with you, and they're more than happy to do that. If they're willing to bail you out of jail, they're more than happy to talk to you about that. Well, I think I had 5 people sign up because I did that. Role playing with them got them excited about the business as well. So that's a really good way to come at your hot market. Now, as far as your warm market, you'll use, the script that I just went over. Anybody that you're already friends with on Facebook, stuff like that. You're going to want to talk to 5 to 10 people a day if you want this thing to grow. And really, that's not hard to invite 5 to 10 people. It literally takes 10 minutes to do. Of course, you're going to be answering messages the rest of the day about it. But as far as sending out that initial 5 to 10 messages in the morning or whatever, it only takes, 10 minutes. So, you can't expect to talk to 2 people a week and do anything with the business because, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a no. So if you're not talking to enough people, you're not going to have anybody signing up. And you can't just talk to a couple people per week and expect it to grow, into a full-time income if that's what you want. You guys can do whatever you want with this business. It can be hobby money. Like if you treat it like a hobby, that's what it's going to pay you. If you only do, you're inviting every once in a while, and you're not very consistent with it, you're not going to get paid like a job would pay you. But if you just stay consistent, talk to 5 to 10 people a day, your goal would be to get, that opportunity call or get on the phone with Derek with your prospect 5 times a week. That's your goal, really, to at least get that video in front of at least 5 people per week. My goal, personally, I talk to 20 to 30 people per day because, I do this full time from home. And I try to have that video in front of 10 people per day or on the phone with Derek. So that's my personal goal. I know this is meant to work around full-time jobs, and a lot of you guys can't be doing all of that. And so just make your goal whatever you have time for is what you do. But just know that the income is going to be directly correlated with how many people that you're actually talking to per day, and how many people, you're getting in front of that opportunity call or the information. Another thing I have to highly recommend for you guys is personal development. I know I recommended GoPro and Get Over Your Damn Self. That's not really, it is personal development, but that's more of a training type personal development because you want to be doing some personal development that will help you with your business, and you want to be doing some personal development that will, help you with your brain, your mind, because this really is a roller coaster ride. There's days where I feel like like I suck and I will never sign up another person as long as I live. Like I should probably just quit now because I'm terrible at this. And that's, you got to dig into that personal development. And another book that I highly recommend for you guys is The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. That book will help you through those times where you feel like, you're at the lowest of the low and, you need to be brought up. But because of the ups and downs, if you aren't reading or listening to, you can get Audible, and I love listening to books. That's my preferred way of doing it. I'm not really a handbook book person. And I love listening to it in the car. Like if you're driving to work, put on some personal development, or driving home from work, or, whatever. Anytime you can do that. But I have an entire, I have a list of I don't even know, probably 200 books that's in our group in the files where I showed you, of different books. And they're actually broken down into okay, I need personal development on this today because obviously my mind isn't right in this area. Well, you can go to that section and find a book, and, order it. You can even go to YouTube. There's so much personal development on YouTube. Tony Robbins has so much stuff on YouTube. Another thing I highly recommend for you guys, Bob Heilig is the bomb. He is called The Virtual Upline, and he's got a podcast, if you guys have the podcast app, but he's also on YouTube as well and on Facebook. Highly recommend following him because he will really help you through those times where you feel like you suck. The virtual upline is literally what he says. He helps people with their business, even though he isn't affiliated with direct sellers at all, or any other network marketing company. He has built network marketing companies in the past, so he knows how to do it. And now he's teaching other people how to do it, and he is great. He's one of my favorites. I love Ray Higdon, Bob Heilig. So that is, I think that's about it. As far as if you guys, The Virtual Upline, Derek, it's actually called The Virtual Upline Podcast. So just search that. Dina, how to set up if you want to set up a closing call, you just message me or Derek, or we have other leaders on the team that also do them. I know Jen O'Keefe does them if she's your upline. Joe Gonzalez does them. Brandy does them. We have lots of leaders in the team that will step up and do closing calls for you, because you're new and you're not going to have the answers to all these questions yet. So that's why it's so important to get them on the phone with somebody who knows how to answer their questions. Yes, listening to books is the best. Rosemary, Facebook pages, you definitely I definitely want you guys to do that, but I want you guys are so new, you still have huge warm markets. So you can start a Facebook page if you want, to start getting content up on it. But as far as actually, using the page at the moment, you don't really need that right now. You will in the future, once you get through your warm market. But right now your warm markets are so big that I wouldn't personally worry about that at the moment. Like I said, you can start it, get it going or whatever. But as far as advertising from it, you don't have to do that yet. I actually have a video when you guys do start using Facebook pages, how to run a Facebook ad. I did that video, and that's in the team as well. So if that's another good resource for you when you decide you want to start doing that or learn how to do it. As far as the compensation plan stuff, I know you guys probably over your head at the moment, because it was for me. It took me probably 3 months to learn the comp plan, and actually understand it. And I still have a hard time verbalizing and explaining the comp plan to somebody, but Derek is really super good at that. If you want to learn about the comp plan, how we're paid, and have a step-by-step breakdown, in that file section, we have a compensation plan Zoom call that Derek did for a team member, and we recorded it. And that literally breaks down the compensation plan. It takes an hour. He went that in depth to break down the compensation plan because we're paid 4 different ways here. So that's a really good resource for you to learn more about the compensation plan. And if your people have questions, like people that you're talking to, serious people, because you don't want to send that to a prospect because it'll just be way over their head. But serious people that, are looking at joining and they want more compensation plan information, you can send that to them as well. And Derek is also always willing to get on the phone and talk to these people about the compensation plan if they have questions or whatever. So just message us about that if you need anything like that. Katrina, I really don't use Evernote for that. If I meet somebody on the street and they want more information, I usually just I pull out my phone and I put their phone number in an email in my contacts, and then I just make a note to contact them later. Can you unmute yourself and tell me, like, do you do that? I don't know where you're
trying to figure out how to unmute myself. Sorry about that.
I hear you. Do you put people in Evernote that you meet?
You know what? I haven't ever used Evernote until just now when I heard about it.
Okay.
I've used my OneNote, but I'm trying to find something that's just a little bit easier, where I can plug something in and actually put a task next to it or something like that to remind me to contact people sometimes.
I love Evernote, and another thing you could do with Evernote is you can send notes. Like if I wanted to send my script file to somebody, I can like literally send it to them, and it'll be in their Evernote. So that's another cool feature.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Highly recommend. And I use the notes on my phone as well, just like the iPhone notepad app, whatever. But you can't do all that fun stuff with it. So, and I feel like it's unorganized in there for me. Like, I'm not an organized person, believe me, but Evernote really helps me keep track of what the heck I'm talking about. So
Yeah, no, I met this woman on a plane last Wednesday and I got her information and I can't find it in my phone. So I'm just trying to find a centralized location.
Oh no, that's a disaster.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling stupid right now, but I had a little wine while I was on the plane.
Airplanes are a great place to meet people.
Yeah, but it's really hard not to verbally vomit all over them. I was real myself. I talked about it and then I stopped.
Right. It was really hard for me in the last company that I was in because it was fitness related. So talking to somebody about fitness was kind of hard because it was hard to bring up in conversation. But wine is not hard. Order a glass of wine and start talking about it.
Exactly.
Do you like wine? Or yeah, do you know anybody that likes wine? Or do you like wine? It's so
As they have a glass of wine in their hand.
Yep. I actually met someone in the grocery store in the wine section the other day.
Nice.
We just started talking about, wine, and I did email him, and we're still talking. So who knows where that's going to go? But it's just, this business is beyond easy. It's great. You literally have a gold mine sitting in front of you guys right now. I hope you understand that. Like I said, like I'm beyond blessed. I have made like more in the last 5 months than I did my first 2 years in my last company in the last 5 months. So like it's mind blowing. The comp plan is literally the most genius. comp plan I've ever seen. It's just so generous. I've never seen a comp plan this generous before. So we really have something special in front of us. So hopefully you guys see that. So any other questions for me at all? No? All right. It was so awesome meeting all you guys and seeing all your smiling faces. Just a reminder, our team call is, we do it the same way via Zoom, Wednesday at 8 p.m. And this Wednesday, we hired someone to come on and train about branding yourself. So it's definitely, you're going to want to be there. And if not, watch the recording because it will be recorded as well. Okay? All right, if you guys have any questions, please, my phone blows up all day long, so do not be worried about messaging me or whatever. Yes, it's always the same Zoom call number, and it's always the same opportunity call number. It never changes. So we'll make it easy that way. All right, awesome. All right, you guys, it was nice meeting you. See you in the team.
Thanks, Sherry.
Bye.
Bye.